Hello and welcome to your own Reviews channel. In this video we will review a fantasy adventure movie from 2024 named Damsel. Hope you like this video. The soldiers of Aurea village were summoned by their king to eliminate a menacing dragon that had been terrorizing the village. Many years later, in a completely different village named Elodie, the daughter of a nobleman, played an active role in providing warmth and sustenance to the inhabitants of their unforgiving and frigid village. Queen Isabel of Aurea proposed a marriage alliance to Lord Bayford for Elodie, who initially had reservations. However, her father insisted that this union would benefit their people, ultimately persuading her to accept. Upon their arrival at the palace, Elodie and her family were captivated by its magnificence. Elodie was escorted to her quarters, where she admired the breathtaking view from her balcony. The following day, she had the pleasure of meeting Queen Isabel and Prince Henry, both of whom were greatly impressed by her elegance and intelligence. Elodie and Henry took a stroll together, seizing the opportunity to become better acquainted. During their conversation, Elodie discovered that Henry shared her passion for exploration and adventure. Lady Bayford, Elodie's stepmother, sensed an ominous aura surrounding the impending wedding and grew increasingly concerned for the family's well-being. Under the cover of darkness, she confided in Elodie, urging her to reconsider her decision. Despite Lady Bayford's warning, Elodie remained resolute in her choice to proceed with the wedding. After the wedding, Elodie and Henry take a chariot to the mountains, where a group of people wearing gold masks await. The Queen tells the story of the dragon and how the king was given his freedom in exchange for 3 of his daughters. And so began a ritual of sacrificing women for peace. The Queen cuts both Elodie's and Henry's palms and they join hands, so his royal blood is on her. Henry then carries Elodie and throws her into the chasm under the bridge. Elodie cries out for help, awakening the dragon, who chases her into a cave and breathes fire into the cave, burning Elodie's leg in the process. The dragon seems to enjoy the chase and leaves her to tend to her wounds. After falling down a tunnel, Elodie discovers a part of the cave covered in glowworms. She collects them on her sleeve to use as a source of light. Nearby, she finds a lake, but the water is murky. She sees icicles above, which are feeding water into the lake, and holds her mouth open so water drips into it. The dragon comes back, making the ice melt, and blows fire at Elodie. She runs, escaping into a cave where the dragon cannot reach her. In this cave, she sees the names of all the past princesses carved into the stone. As she sleeps, Elodie dreams about the women who also hid in this cave. One of them draws a map of the maze on the wall, while another, Victoria, tells her, it is all a lie. Elodie awakens and finds the slugs have cured her burn wound. Elodie follows the map, hoping to get out. She reaches an overhead tunnel covered in sharp crystals, where she finds Victoria's crown. Using the crystals as ledges, she climbs up the tunnel to a landing where there is an opening, revealing that she is on the side of the mountain and cannot escape from there. The dragon catches up to her and says, 3 taken, 3 must be given. Elodie stumbles upon the remains of 3 deceased young dragons, only to discover that the queen had deceived her. Shockingly, it is revealed that the king had callously invaded the dragon's lair and mercilessly slain her offspring. This revelation explains the queen's demand for 3 of the king's daughters as retribution. Meanwhile, Elodie's father, desperate to rescue her, enlists the help of local guides to locate her. He desperately calls out to her, and just as Elodie reaches him, the dragon appears. Concealing herself, Elodie witnesses the dragon inform her father that she is alive and observing, her royal blood detectable by its keen sense of smell. This revelation compels her father to command Elodie to remain hidden. Tragically, the dragon kills him and embarks on a relentless search for Elodie. However, the guide manages to divert the dragon's attention, allowing Elodie a brief moment to bid farewell to her father. He instructs her to escape using the ropes and informs her that her stepmother and sister, Floria, await her at the port. Clutching onto her hair, Elodie manages to flee, but the dragon departs the mountain in pursuit of her, forcing her to seek refuge beneath a cluster of rocks. Enraged by these events, the queen seizes Floria instead, intending to sacrifice her. In the morning, as Elodie approaches her stepmother, Lady Bayford informs her that Floria has been taken. Determined to rescue Floria, Elodie retraces her steps from her initial visit to the cave. She strategically detonates some armor to create a diversion, allowing her to save Floria from the lair. However, the dragon catches up to her, leading to a fierce battle filled with flames. Just as Elodie is on the verge of giving up, she senses the presence of the spirits of the lost princesses and goads the dragon into breathing fire. Surprisingly, the fire rebounds off the wall and injures the dragon instead. Elodie reveals to the dragon that they both have been deceived. Elodie was told a fabricated tale about the dragon wreaking havoc on the village, while the dragon was fed innocent daughters disguised as royalty. The dragon then urges Elodie to put an end to it, but instead, Elodie uses glowworms to heal the dragon's burns. Upon returning to the palace, Henry is about to marry the third and final princess as a sacrifice when Elodie makes a grand entrance. She persuades the princess to escape, infuriating the queen. Subsequently, the dragon arrives and sets the palace ablaze as Elodie walks away from the chaos. Eventually, Elodie, Floria, and Lady Bayford embark on a journey back home, carrying an abundance of supplies to sustain their people. The dragon accompanies them, flying back to its own home. Here the movie ends. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.